Hello, welcome to my daily watercolor practice video. In these videos I show you how I practice different skills in watercolor every day. Today we will be practicing using limited color palette. I do these videos every day and I just show you different things that I practice, and I do it in real time. It's, for example, if I make mistake, I just show you the mistake I made. You know, it's very chill because the focus is on practice, not on creating something pretty. So I hope you join me. Grab your paints, grab your brushes, and the first thing I want to do is just swatching two colors. I'm going to start with I'm going to use cadmium red and Windsor blue only, and I want to see how many different colors I can create with just those two colors. So the first thing I'm going to do is very simple. I'm just going to swatch cadmium red, but actually just change the amount of water with each swatch, because even just one color can actually create more colors, if that makes sense. So I started with quite a pigmented cadmium red, and then I'm just adding more water and just seeing how many more colors I can achieve. And then we're going to start mixing them. I just want to see, I actually don't know how many colors we'll be able to create. I'm actually curious as well. Right, I think I need to mop up this a little bit because I want to use a very diluted one as well. I thought I'll be able to do it in just one line, one swatch, but I think it's important to include the paler ones as well. Okay, I think I can go even paler. Just going to grab a tissue. So yeah, the first exercise, I usually try to just warm up and do something simple just to get used to painting. How can I do it like very pale? I think this one is pretty pale. Can I go even paler? I think I'm going to do one last attempt at very pale one. Like almost just water. I never really paint like this, but I'm sure there is use for that as well. Like super pale. These two look similar. I'm struggling with the palest ones are the ones that kind of tricky. Just going to mop up this blob here. Blob of water. Okay, so that's just cadmium red. And just think about it. If you saw this color and this color together, they look like two different colors, don't they? They don't necessarily look like they came from the same pigment. But yeah, interesting. Okay, now let's see what we can do with Windsor blue. I just picked those colors randomly, and I can see that my palette is a little bit messy, which normally I don't mind, but I think it's rather important that it's a little bit cleaner, especially when I'm doing the pale washes. I'm usually quite a messy loose painter, so being neat and more analytical and technical is not something that I often do, even though I do have a bit of a scientific brain. I don't know. I'm just weird, I guess. It's hard to explain. Anyway, let's go with the juicy Windsor blue, which I really like. I'm just trying to get some of the pigment off because I think my brush is quite loaded. Right, nice and juicy. Probably didn't do it strong enough, to be honest. Yeah, that's not juicy enough, but it might be too late. Oh, let's see. Okay, kind of, yeah, that's better. Okay, now I'm not sure, should I add a little bit of water? I think, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, like I mentioned, when I make mistakes, I also want you to see them, because I'm basically not trying to be someone with all the answers. I'm someone who's also learning, and I think it's kind of nice when you see somebody else struggle, because watercolors are not easy, are they? I was trying to fit a fourth one here because I can see that these swatches are a bit bigger, but yeah, I think I maybe overdid it a little bit. Let's see. You can also do like circles or something, whatever shape you want, just to make it more fun. This paper, it's not a cotton paper. It kind of throws me off. It's kind of weird because when I paint, it often tends to be patchy like this, but then it ends up drying flat and drying okay. But it always throws me off when this happens. Let's see if this will dry flat or not. I try to go pale now. The one problem that I have is I really would wish I could find a cotton paper, like in like a notebook form, like a sketchbook, to practice with. This is cellulose paper, but I'm struggling to find like a cotton one. I don't know if maybe I just need to make one myself, but if anyone knows where I can find a cotton sketchbook, that would be really helpful. Sometimes paper really does make a big difference. I'm trying to go very pale now. So no, this one actually didn't dry. It did dry patchy, didn't it? Some of them do, some of them don't, even though I kind of use a similar brush stroke. I'm definitely still trying to figure this paper out. It's kind of, yeah, like what is happening? It's like there's resist there. Isn't that strange? Like as if I put some, I don't know, wax or some sort of resist. Maybe because it's so coarse. Normally other coarse papers I used were not that bad. The effect is different. Anyway, let's try to make a pale one. I think I'm kind of failing with these pale ones. I'm not adding enough water. Let's just do one last pale. And then for the fun part, I will try to mix equal parts, which may be tricky, trying to mix equal parts of both colors, but I'll just try to make a... Oh, goodness, are you right there? Sorry to poke you in the eye. Right, let's do thick Winsor blue, and I'm going to add cadmium red to it. Is it going to be a nice purple? I have no idea. I think it might be a bit muddy because I think cadmium red is has like a warm bias, and Winsor blue has a cool bias, so they usually kind of tend to create a bit more of a muddy color. I definitely need to add more red. Okay, is that enough red? It's kind of hard to tell. It's very inky. Right, I'm going to do one last attempt. Oh, I'm splattering everywhere. Okay, a little bit more red, and I think I'm just gonna go with it. It's looking a bit brown now. Okay, let's see what I'm going to. Wow, that's pretty much black. I thought it's gonna be more purple because it's not really orange. Orange would make it more like that, but I guess cadmium red is somewhere between orange and red, so maybe that's why. But I really did expect more purple, to be honest. I think I already said that. You're repeating yourself. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I definitely did not expect it to be this dark. It's a bit of a shame because I was hoping for a nice purple color. But hey, it is also another color, completely different to those two. It's kind of fun to just like see what colors you can get with different colors. Okay, what I could also do is then mix them in different amounts. I think because I'm enjoying this watching so much, I think I'm gonna do that. But I don't wanna Do I have enough space? You know what? Gonna be a bit. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. I'm not gonna do as many swatches as this one because I really do want to try to swatch where I have lots of one color and then a little bit of another and the opposite. So we're going to start with Windsor Blue, lots of Windsor Blue and a bit of cadmium red. Let's see what color we can get with that. Let me just mop up this a little bit because I don't like when there is this puddle. Okay, so now lots and lots of Windsor Blue, lovely inky, and a little bit of cadmium red. Just trying to clean my brush very well, splattering everywhere. Goodness me, come on. Still a bit dirty. Okay, that will do. Right, just a bit, don't overdo it. Not sure how much is enough. Yeah. So that's almost blue. That does not look very exciting, but let's see. Definitely a different blue, but still quite, what's the word? Like a definite blue. Still quite obviously blue. But if you think about it, that it's all done with just the colors, it is kind of mind-blowing to me, to be honest. I think I often kind of hide behind too many colors when I'm just like not sure what to do, just kind of randomly grab colors without enough like care and plan, I guess. Yes, planning is not my strong suit. So doing these exercises where I'm trying to be more intentional is quite helpful. So the pale blues start to kind of look a little bit more similar. Yeah, so the blue is definitely not a massive difference, but let's see. Obviously, it's kind of hard to tell how much cadmium red I added. It's not like, I don't know, I measured it somehow. Perhaps I should have added more red. Perhaps Windsor Blue is kind of quite an overpowering color, and that's why. But let's actually maybe switch, it will be easier. If I now just go, I can even use this paddle because this is still just a clean cadmium red, just with a lot of water. So if I just go, lots of cadmium red, nice and juicy. No, I think I actually don't need to mop it up a bit. I don't want so much water to start with. So messy. Such a messy painter. Okay, lovely inky. It's probably enough. And then I'm just going to pick up some Windsor Blue, not too much. Oh goodness. Come on. Ah! Goodness, making so much mess. Right, okay, a little bit, not too much. Maybe I'll just gently start. No, I'm afraid to make it too, you know what, I think I'm going to mop up a little bit. It really does feel like a very strong, I suppose I can always add a bit more red to it. Ooh. Okay, I like this. Let's just go with it. No, it's not as different as I thought. Oh well, let's just go with it. Definitely has a warmer bias though, because there's more red. Definitely this one and this one. Oh, yeah. There is a warmth to this one. Okay, more water. Here we go. I didn't mix it very well. I think there's some blue happening here. Okay, starting to be nice and watery now. And super watery. I'll try to make this one way more watery. There we go. And mop it up. Okay, so before we started, did we think we're gonna get so many colors from just two? Definitely looks like more than just two colors. Okay, so the next exercise I want to do is paint same thing, just like simple roses, but with limited color palette and just throwing lots of colors at it to see how it looks. But I need to let this dry first, so I'll see you in a minute. Right, so now I'm going to paint some roses. I accidentally splattered some paint when I was cleaning my brush. It's because of my tripod, it's in the way. I'm gonna have to figure something out for the future. Okay, let's just try to go with it. So I'm going to paint roses, and I will intentionally just use lots of colors. So it will be a little bit exaggerated, I guess. I will just literally paint each rose in different color. And it's not going to be a pretty painting. My intention is not to do something super nice. It's more just to kind of see the difference. Maybe just a bit. There we go, that one will do. I think I need to move my water a bit. I don't know. Okay, well, let's just go with it. Right, now maybe a cadmium red one. So what I do, I start with a little center, small brush strokes, and then I just kind of widen them and overlap. I just decided to use something that I quite like painting. I find relatively easy. Obviously you can just pick whatever you're comfortable with, because I don't want you to be focusing too much on, oh, is this pretty enough, is this nice, because the goal is to just learn and compare things, not to stress yourself out about how your painting turns out. It's not really about the painting. Now a pink one. So far it's not looking terrible. But I have a feeling the more I add different colors, the more off it will start looking. Now this is not like I would normally paint. I would normally probably limit my palette a little bit better. But I have to admit that limiting the colors that I use is not something that I instantly think about. It's not something that I'm definitely like, okay, I'll limit. I mean, I do choose colors, I guess. I decide like, oh, I'll use this and that. But then I don't really make sure to, like, I never really use two colors. And I think maybe intentionally limiting even more is something that could be helpful. Okay. Should I add leaves as well, or should I just literally do roses and let them overlap? I'm not sure. I'm just literally grabbing every red under the sun that I have and every pink. And I do have a lot of those. I really do like pinks and stuff, and I like painting flowers, so lots of those already in my palette. Perhaps it's a sign that I should really limit my palette. Maybe I should actually start, because I don't know how many colors mine holds, but a lot. I think that kind of is a sign that maybe that would be actually an interesting challenge, wouldn't it? Like, just use 6 colors for like a month. Maybe my next daily practice will be with just a few colors. Because so I'm on day 19 now, and I have kind of like planned 28 lessons, you know, each day of the week is a different kind of topic, but then also a different exercise every time. So like 4 weeks, for example, Thursdays, not Thursdays, Friday, yeah, Fridays is color theory. Today is Friday, of course it is. But I was doing, for example, last week I was doing harmonious colors, and the week before, the first week, was contrasting colors. So I'm thinking to kind of switch the exercises, like every month, do like a series of 28 daily practice exercises, and then review them after 28 days and switch them up a bit. Oh, that's okay. I'll let this bleed. I think I'm literally just going to do roses. I'm just having so much fun. Just painting roses. Okay. What else? Maybe a lemon yellow. I know I'm going to make it muddy a little bit because I still had my paintbrush was not very clean. I always tend to make lemon yellow dirty. It's just a color that gets dirty easily because it's so pale on its own already. Oops. There we go. Another lemon yellow. I mean, I don't have to use literally different color for everything, do I? Oh, you know what? Let's just go crazy. I just literally paint each one with a different color. I don't think I've used Indian yellow yet. Oh, have I? Or is that cadmium red? I don't even know. Oh, let's just go with it. Yeah, I don't think I used this one because that's cadmium yellow. This is so relaxing. But I am going a little bit too intense with this one. I'll water it down a little bit. It's just not a bit of softness. Too much pigment. Okay, I'll add something here. Maybe more purple. What have we got? Let's just go with what's this? Purple Lake. Little strokes and then making them a bit bigger, water it down a little bit, and then shoo and shoo and shoo. Okay, a few more. I do want to add, it's hard to stop. Should we go for Indian red? Indian red is a bit of like a brown color, but it's called red, so I'm gonna use it. Why not? There we go. I think I'm going to stop now. Okay. So now I will just use, shall we say, permanent rose and Indian yellow. Why not? I just want to clean my palette a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to start with, careful, right. Indian yellow, just on its own. Little gentle strokes. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Okay, and now I will add a little bit of permanent rose and do another rose. I mean, you need to use a permanent rose to paint roses, right? It's just mandatory because of the name. Okay, I'm not even gonna clean the brush. I'm just going to add a little bit more permanent rose. Oh, this is such a lovely color combination, like mixing them Just get so many lovely colors. I should have really used those for my swatches, I think. I think that would give me lots of colors. Maybe let's water it down a little bit, add some softness. There we go. Let them merge a little bit. Okay. No, don't fuss, let's just leave it. Okay, even more permanent rose. So it also looks like lots of colorful roses, as in like they actually do have different colors. It doesn't look like I've just used 2 colors, right? It looks like all these are different colors. I'm forgetting to water it down. So yeah. Okay. Need to be a bit more careful. Maybe one here. Now I want to water it down a bit. Oh, there is a hair. There we go. Okay, that will do. And another one. Maybe here. Water it down. And just paint pretty much with water. Okay, very messy. Normally I would also just like shape them a little bit better, you know, wet in wet, add some more pigment and all that, but I'm going for a simple approach today. Just do some yellow. Hang on, I don't think I have enough pigment on my brush. We'll see. Go. And water. I need to move this tripod. Definitely wrong position. A little bit more water. That just became a bit too puddly. But okay, let's just leave it at that. What else? I feel like we need more yellow ones actually. Maybe I'll do like yellow with a little bit of permanent rose. Somewhere here. Just mop this up. Some water. Just soften a little bit. Too much water. Okay. Another one here. Definitely looks kind of messy. I think my original idea was to just paint, say, like pink roses and green leaves, because this is kind of in your face. It's very, you know, red is such a strong color. Red, pink, you know, it's kind of makes you pay attention. So it is rather in your face, but will I be able to pull it off just because I used 2 colors? I wonder, is it going to be too much, or will the fact that I'm using limited palette save it? We'll have to find out at the end, because I'm not fully sure. I do like this red color. Let's use more of that. Kind of want it here, but it's too close to this one, so I guess I'll just do it here. Can't believe I've never used this mix before. I mean, maybe I have, but it's not like a mix that I have stored in my memory. Permanent Rose and Indian Yellow. So many lovely colors. Let's water it down. Okay, that will do. One more here and I'll stop. What should I go for? I think a pink one. A proper permanent rose. Straight from the pan. Okay. Water down. Oh. Water down a bit more. Here we go. Just gonna grab the puddles. Okay. Very colorful, especially with the washi tape all over it. Right, I just want to mop up this mess here because I don't want to make mess when I'm taking the tape off, which I'm going to do now because this is the satisfying part, isn't it? Peeling the paint off. Not paint, tape. Right, okay. Start with this one. That's dry. It almost looks nice, doesn't it? It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's kind of okay, but definitely very busy. Just put this on top to hold it down. I lost my clip somewhere, so I'm just using this. Okay, it's a little wet, so I need to be careful. But if we gently try the corner, let's see. I'm especially worried about this one because that's still pretty wet. Okay, can we do this? Looks like it. There we go, last one. Okay, so what do you think? Better? Too busy? Too much red? I probably should have done pink and blue. It would probably be more obvious, the difference. But I would say that this one's definitely better than this one, don't you think? So yeah, final thoughts after this lesson. To improve your watercolor paintings, limited palette is such an easy fix, and also I think it will improve your paintings quite significantly. So yeah, something I definitely need to remember. Try to limit the colors because that probably is really gonna make a huge difference going forward. Okay, hope you liked it. See you in the next one, hopefully. Tomorrow I will be, elements of design. Tomorrow I will be painting using lines, different kinds of lines, and what you can do with them. Delicate lines, bold lines, and other variations. So hopefully see you there.